Hello and welcome to the Dire Gentleman channel. I'm Gus Zagarella, or at least that was the name written on the tombstone I crawled out of.
I'm Addison Peacock. Please wake up.
And I'm Henry Galley, and your last known photo may have already been taken. Today, we're going on to the wonderful, awful, terrifying subreddit known as r/DistressingMemes.
And much like another beloved series on this channel, I'm not ready.
No! Are you feeling ready, Addison?
No.
The only thing I'm going to say in advance is, while I've tried to keep it pretty tasteful with my selections, I've got a bunch of these, r/DistressingMemes is a place on Reddit, which is exactly what it says on the tin, memes of a frightening or distressing nature. And if you want to go on the subreddit yourself, just be warned, there can be some highly triggering content on there. If you have triggers, just approach with caution. Here comes the first one of the smorgasbord of scaries I've selected today.
Oh boy, I love coming home to my house. That's normal.
I don't like that.
You know what the great thing about doors is? They stay closed all the time when they're locked.
So this is just the easy ones that we're starting off with. They're gonna get messed up.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to start at the top of the hill. There wouldn't be anything to push us off of.
I do kind of love this idea of, like, as I say love, this would be my absolute worst nightmare, even though it's pretty funny in the abstract. Like, going out there and just absentmindedly saying to yourself, did I leave that light on? Just hearing, yeah, you did. From, like, down the hall.
Yeah.
Go back to bed. Don't worry about it.
All right, you mind getting that for me?
I hope that all my scary monsters that lurk in the dark corners of my home have, like, Brooklyn accents.
Yeah, no, exactly. They're
Brooklyn
real, like...
Nosferatu. Hey, I'm vamping here.
That leads us to the next distressing meme, which is this.
Oh. Is this a video one?
No, this is just a picture.
No!
Oh, hey
POV,
there, buddy.
you clicked on that Tor link.
There he is.
Is
Don't
that
come up here.
Slender Man's
It's
nephew?
fine.
Stout man.
Unironically, it looks like the guy from that one sketch of the person who got away that was used in the Mandela catalog.
Yeah, no, you're the what is it? The intruder, I think they call him.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
They're just like, I am in your house.
I fucking hate it. Ooh, that just actually made me get shivers. I didn't like that.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah. What I look forward to is everyone in the comments telling us which ones freaked them out, because I've tried to be quite varied in my selection, in that there will be ones that will freak out everyone, who will have, each kind of, like, fear response button. Because if there's one thing I hate, it's horror-themed media attracting the, like, hard men who are like, oh, it just doesn't scare me, you're just pussies. So I've tried to keep it varied enough that there'll be something to, shake up everyone.
I ripped my imagination out 10 years ago. Nothing scares me that isn't a direct knife man running at me.
Well, how about this? This would personally scare me. Have a look, and there's some context behind this one.
Oh, cool. Here we go.
A very strange occurrence happening. Me and all my colleagues starts collapsing in the hospital room. In the hallways after we were done treating a woman with kids.
I think Addison knows what this one is about too. Do you want to explain, Addison?
Is this the story? Is this the woman who with the toxic
Gloria
blood?
Ramirez.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
With toxic blood.
Have you ever heard of that one, Gus?
Terrifying. No, enlighten me. It sounds bad already, though.
Well,
go.
I'll let you go, Addison.
No, you take it. You take it.
Oh, boy. Okay, so there was a woman called Gloria Ramirez who was suffering from cancer, and while there's a lot of theories around this case, I don't believe it's definitively been solved.
It has not, as far as I know.
There was some strange chemical in her blood that when they started, like, operating on her, surgeons and nurses started just, like, passing out and, like, going into toxic shock, and the whole hospital had to be evacuated because it became this, like, mass hysteria thing. And the kind of leading claims is whatever bizarre chemicals she was, like, kind of using to sort of treat her cancer from home resulted in basically making her toxic
That's wild. I didn't know that you could do a Rappaccini's daughter in real life.
Oh my god, I haven't heard a Rappaccini's daughter reference in a long time.
Hey, I got the references over here.
I love Rappaccini's daughter. I love that story.
It's one of my favorite Nathaniel Hawthorne ones.
It's one of my favorites as well. Buddies.
Hell yeah.
People thought they were here for the real, like, lowbrow, distressing memes. No, like Chuck Wendig, we've already name-dropped Nathaniel Hawthorne, so we're gonna go for a nice, another cultural reference. We're going back to a lovely classic film that holds a nostalgic place in a lot of people's hearts.
Oh, good. Oh, no!
Come on.
Do you know, Gus? Are you one of the people who knows?
Is it cocaine?
No, it was asbestos.
Oh, oh, shit.
Oh no, Gus has breathed it in too.
The asbestos is coming into my room now.
It was asbestos,
This is
Gus.
Dire Gentleman in 4D.
Yeah, my favorite thing about distressing memes is that they're a cognito hazard and that they begin to affect the reality of people who are exposed.
Yep.
All of you out there, I'm sorry to tell you this, but this is quite possibly the last day of your life and the last Dire Gentleman video.
I was just gonna say, I'm sorry that you have to learn a bunch of upsetting trivia for this video.
This allows us to post it under the educational category. But,
Yeah, exactly.
I will say there is actually one way, like if you're the kind of person who's worried about this sort of thing, there is one way to stop the cognito-hazardous distressing memes from affecting you. It's liking the video and commenting #I am immune.
I heard if you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, you'll get double immunity.
If you subscribe and this video gets over 500 likes, we survive.
This just becomes the manipulation tactics of children's channels. Don't do that. The game master won't get us.
Yeah.
And don't forget about this QR code in the side of the screen. I don't know what it goes to. Try scanning it, bitch.
Leads you to some sketchy, like, Chinese gambling site.
You know it.
Here's a distressing meme. Your bank account is empty now.
Oh, what a fun meme.
Joke's
That's
on
quite a
them, it
rare
was already
Pepe.
almost there.
God damn. Okay, here's the next one.
Oh, here we go.
Little classic nostalgic rage comic for all of you.
Uh-oh.
Blind for as long as you can remember. Suddenly regain your vision with no explanation. You're so happy you should go tell the family about this miracle. Don't let them know that you can see.
They're not who you thought they were. There are several short scary stories or 2-sentence horror stories with this same premise, so I'm inoculated against this one scaring me.
An important thing to know is some of these have that kind of like, ooh, spooky, spooky, spooky type feelings. Other ones, they very much go for just quite a visceral shock value. This next one, for example, I think will I think this will really separate the men from the boys in terms of letting you know if
then where will I go?
/distressing memes.
Yeah, where will Addison go? Addison's trapped in limbo in that dichotomy.
Addison is her own category. It's are you man, boy, or Addison?
Everyone can come join me on Woman Island.
That's very Campbellian of you.
Yeah.
Giving birth to another child in our basement. No, no, come on.
Jesus Christ.
This is one of those
Stop
things
it.
where you have to be watching the video actively because some of these, Addison, Gus, and me won't want to read them aloud because we just don't want that sound bite floating out there.
Oh, God, no.
The idea, too, of just using a Madagascar screenshot for this one. Something so fucking... What I love about distressing memes is that they will act like normal memes with the exception of just the caption or something being, like, off. So it's like, oh yeah, that's a reasonable, normal occurrence that you would use a children's movie character to meme about on the internet.
It's so, if I may, distressing.
Yeah, it's fucking Steve from Fresh thinking like, which picture of Mort from Madagascar best expresses the fear in my victim's eyes?
when my victims team up and start beating me up in my kitchen?
You know Steve from Fresh makes
Crying
memes.
more.
He
his
so
work.
does. Join the Patreon and hear Addison and Gus talking about the movie Fresh as an underrated 2022 horror movie. There's so much good content on the Patreon. You're really missing out if
There
you're not
really
subbed.
is.
Only
Oh,
$1.
cool.
Absolutely.
Speaking of content, I see that Henry is typing.
You gotta join the Patreon or the Distressing Memes will follow you out of the video.
Annie96 is typing.
It's the Bo Burnham thing. I made you some content. Daddy made you your favorite open wide.
Ugh, it's so
Here
ominous
it
when
comes.
you say it.
When it's amelodical, it's pretty scary.
Okay, time to look at this.
So here we have another Rage comic format.
Uh-oh.
Woke up early today. Guess I can watch it.
What?
Sports channel isn't working.
What?
Yeah, is it? Wait. Who are all those people?
Do you want to know some context?
Yeah, I don't understand this one.
This is another weird fact. So again, people are actually going to be learning a fair bit of like weird, distressing trivia. But so Ted Turner, I believe back in the 80s, had a CNN plays this in the event of the end of the world video made. And you can find it and watch it online.
Oh.
Ugh.
And it's basically like a compilation of like inspiring images while I think like possibly the American national anthem plays in the background. And it's basically kind of like, hey, the end is near, but we had a good run, right?
That is nightmarish.
That's such a Ted Turner thing to do. as well.
Genuinely. That's so weird. What is with like all of these like rich people? They'll always do these weird things that are like gestures at remaining immortal after the end.
I wonder why people who spent their lives accumulating wealth instead of forming human connections would feel like they need to ensure that they'll be remembered after they're gone. I don't know. I wonder why they'd be attracted to the idea of immortality.
I am Teddy Mandius. Look upon my works, ye mighty in despair.
Oh my god. Look upon my memes, ye mighty in despair.
What I'm saying is they live vacant existences.
It's true.
Yes.
It's true. And you're not wrong. Okay, next one.
Okay. I'm like already just like beaten down by it.
So tense.
No.
Oh, buddy boy, my friend, my shower buddy. How's it
Joke's on
going?
him. I don't close my eyes in the shower.
It's just like, pass the shampoo.
You get out. You wait your turn. You get out of here. There's only soap enough here and fear for one.
Yeah. It's like that thing that this is something that I feel like appeared a lot in like 90s rom-coms where it's like, hey, room for one more, but he has no eyes.
Sorry, it's not the same, but it just unlocked a memory of that. I believe it's a Junji Ito comic where the guy is living in the shower, below the shower grate, and just drinking the water that drips down through.
Do you want a very silly, quick story to relieve the tension a bit before we go into the next one?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So, many, many moons ago, Addison and I did work with the No Sleep podcast, and a story that I, like, posited as a potential one for the Halloween special, that they were like, we could never produce this, is I had this idea of, like, what if there was a haunted house where, like, in the line, they hand out, like, pretzels to, like, make people really thirsty. Then they gave them water, like, to drink, like, lots of it. And then when they went into the haunted house, they'd be spooked and, like, piss themselves. And there was a grated floor, and there was an entity beneath the house that just drinks all the piss.
Henry, your
They didn't go for it.
imagination scares the shit out of me sometimes.
It scares me too, Addison.
Bear Grylls fell on some hard times.
Adapt, improvise, overcome.
The only job left for him after his show was canceled was haunted house floor piss entity.
And he has to write that on his resume now. It takes up a lot of space.
See, we're all feeling a little bit better again.
I'm having so much fun. My laughter is so sincere.
I'm having a great
Slightly
time.
more modern, we've got a Wojak meme.
I hope nothing scary happens.
Yeah. I
Sorry,
hope nothing
Fuck, I've seen this
distressing.
one. I hate it.
Oh!
Do you guys want to know something? And this is probably because I have OCD, but one of the most effective forms of horror for me is like it's become like a meme, or like a trope now, but or not trope. Trope is neutral, a cliche now, but is like horror rules like that. It's such an easy way to make me feel very scared, and I really do think it's partially because it's scary, but also I do have OCD, and I do have these like a lot of the way my OCD manifests is being like, oh, if I don't follow these like given rules, something bad will happen, something shapelessly bad will happen. And so giving me horror that's like, if you don't close the window before midnight, there will be a creature. I'm like, yes, this tracks. My brain agrees with this. This tracks.
I completely get that. I used to have a really weird one when I would walk home from school alone, because I'm also, if you haven't organically picked this up over the course of listening to me on this channel, I'm also someone with OCD, and I had this weird thing. I'd walk home alone, and so there'd be like cars parked along the side of the like road. As cars would drive up, I'd be like, okay, when that car reaches me, I need to be standing behind another one of these parked cars.
I'm only laughing because like me, like same hat, my brother in arms.
Relatable.
My brother in arms.
So next, do you remember that meme format that was like my crush, and then it lists a bunch of other things and ends in me? I have one of those for you.
Oh, perfect.
Aren't those funny and silly and goofy?
Oh, I bet that'll be really hashtag relatable.
Addison, do you want to read it in a kind of relatable meme voice?
The girl you like, her father, her brother, her ex, the creature stalking her for 4 years since the accident that altered her life forever. You.
There's again, it's the idea that like all these killers and creatures are making memes.
It's so good.
I love just the top, just the I can't live like this. It's always watching me.
I really like the top comment just says, hey, fuck you, man, frowny face.
I love that. And I love the fact that the last one, it being you, it implies that like someone who is friends with this entity like sent it to him and be like, oh man, you're so right, that is me.
And he's just like, yeah, you really got my ass.
Yeah.
I am the entity.
I'm in this picture and I don't like it.
She doesn't like it either.
Okay,
Jeez.
so next
made me have a little chuckle.
This is another, like, it's Steve from Fresh, and he has an account on r/DistressingMemes.
This one makes me laugh.
It's really funny.
Look at him just like, oh, I'm so proud.
POV, your kidnapper, showing
so
you your freshly harvested kidney.
Well, that's a real big one. Look at that. I'm proud of you.
This is big time Steve from Fresh Energy.
This is going to sell super well to my creepy overseas customers.
Yeah. This next one, this is one that earnestly makes me laugh because I just think it's A+ GIF usage.
Oh, I'm excited. I also appreciate being in a room full of people, a digital room full of people so emotionally broken as I am, that we could all just giggle at the cannibal meme together. Feels good.
Yes,
it's true. Yeah, this one wrecked me. Just A+ GIF usage. Right. Here it comes.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
You gotta do your best blue steel when you go to kill the fortune teller after she read your fortune and ran out of the room screaming.
So here's my question for the two of you. I'll let you answer first, Addison, and you second, Gus. Mm-hmm. So imagine yourself, you're walking like this to go and kill the fortune teller. Uh-huh. What is the song that's playing? What is your hype time to murder the fortune teller song?
This one's on the nose, but I don't care. Psycho killer. Qu'est-ce que c'est? That's just
you, Gus.
It's just good.
For some reason, I'm just imagining the part from Kingdom Hearts' theme song that just goes like, regardless of warnings, the future doesn't scare me at all.
I love that. Oh, that's excellent.
Oh, that's good.
So this next one is a great crossover piece for this channel because it's the first of actually many times SpongeBob characters have made it into the memes I'm going to show you today.
Oh, good.
For all those SpongeBob Boys fans out there, this will be a wonderful little moment. Here we go.
A little spingity badgety bob.
I love SpongeBob. This will surely be wholesome.
I cannot let you escape, Squidward. I am adding another demon core to your confinement until you calm down.
That was a great SpongeBob laugh.
Oh my god. Day 93. Oh, Kinnard's in a bad place.
It's also just like, why does SpongeBob have so many demon cores?
Don't worry
Why do
about
they have
it.
all these demon cores.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Who wants to explain to the audience who doesn't know what the demon core is?
Go for it, Addison.
No,
Go.
I don't want to do it. You do it.
Fair enough, I'll take up the mantle. Basically, it's this infamous, like, chunk of radioactive material that was in this, like, ball that was meant to negate its effects, but two of the people testing on it kind of fucked up and caused them to be, like, exposed to it for a fraction of a second, and they died horrible deaths soon after of radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
Radiation poisoning is very
It's
popular
awful. If
on
I'm not
the Distressing Memes.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, the demon core, it's gone. Like, they melted it down.
One hopes. Or maybe they threw it into the sea and now
And SpongeBob has it. Fuck.
Well, yeah, not only that, but like SpongeBob must have just like teamed up with Sandy and Plankton to just make a bunch more of them with the same like defect in them.
I love the idea of just the idea of in the SpongeBob font over the like Hawaiian background, just the SpongeBob makes a dirty bomb.
93 days later.
I'm just imagining like a little bit of that just pipe music playing as like a title card just says Demon Cores.
Okay, so I have
I have to tell you guys something really wild. I actually don't know if we know this. This is a piece of Addison deep lore. When I was in college, I was involved in a fender bender. No one was hurt, but I was involved in like a small fender bender in the parking lot of the conservatory where I was studying music, studying musical theater at the time. And the person whose car I hit was a visiting professor who's a flautist, a flute player, and he's the guy who plays the do-do-do-do-do-do.
I love that.
That's fun.
Fucking brilliant.
He was really rude, honestly. I felt that.
fuck
We were in a
that.
car accident, so like I get why he was rude, but I was 20 and had no money and he was driving a Lexus. So I'm like, come on, man.
And he said, "Do you know who I am? I'm the guy who played the Doodly Dude on SpongeBob."
No, I found that out later. I found that out later for somebody
that's so
else.
good.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So now I have another SpongeBob meme for you.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Oh, good.
Oh, I love hyper-realistic eyes.
After the emergency alert system blares, you watch as the same newscasters who were telling everyone to stay inside and lock your doors are suddenly saying to unlock them and go outside after 30 seconds of static.
I hate it. No.
Really, who'd you trust in a situation like this?
What's wrong
Yeah,
with me that this is the
exactly.
kind of scenario that makes me laugh now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's so funny because that 30 seconds of static was the liminal space where you thought the world made sense, and then you
Yeah.
have a past and a future that no longer feel like they're connected in any meaningful way.
Yeah.
God, so true.
But in that GIF,
bestie.
SpongeBob looks like he just smoked a fat blunt, so that's fun.
Yeah, it's true. I have a question. Do you think SpongeBob could just like stick a blunt in every one of his holes and just like breathe it?
I hope so.
There we go. Alright,
Comment down below if you can stick a blunt in every one of your holes.
I was gonna say,
We
I think
encourage
any
it.
one of us could technically do that, but I don't know how effective it would be.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what kind of high you'd get.
you wouldn't get a high, you'd get a low from that.
That'd be a low time.
It would be a really
So-
low point, yeah.
I
Low
have a
life day.
meme that I think a lot of our fans will relate to.
Oh, no.
Honestly, I genuinely mean that.
I'm so
Here we
scared.
go. It's another rage comic.
Oh, great. Love those.
I love rage.
It's me!
Do you want to read it
That's
then,
it.
Addison?
Yes. Step 1. Be horny. Optional. Step 2. Find horrors beyond human comprehension. Step 3. Time to fuck it. And then just a blood smear on the ground.
The fact that it's
Splorch.
pixelated makes it for me.
Did you like my best impression of the 5-minute crafts voiceover lady?
Yes, it's so
Yeah.
good. So this next one, this is gonna sound horrible, but this made me laugh because it's such a like left turn. Have a look.
Oh, no.
No!
It's just the
Come
fact that the two
on.
things aren't connected at all.
Yeah. Oh. No.
No.
It's awful. And just, again, Squidward.
The Squidward.
And just looting a house in Fortnite in big blue letters.
Awful.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Evil.
so this next one actually reflects legitimately, like, an existential fear of mine.
Oh, good.
Oh, let's go.
So this was a vulnerable one for me to put it on here.
Aw.
Have a look. It's another rage comic.
Perhaps we share the
find out.
the vulnerability.
Oh, no,
Do you
no,
wanna
no,
read
no,
this
no,
one,
no, no.
Gus?
No, 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 no,
Oh,
I
no.
knew you'd
I
feel
fucking
the same
hate
way.
this. I
Yeah.
hate it.
No.
Go on, Gus, read it.
Create instant teleportation machine. Test it out. Every cell in your body is instantaneously destroyed. Success? Hey.
You guys know this is like canonically how the teleporters work on Star Trek, right?
Which is so fucked up.
Yeah.
Why would
love
they
about that-
do that? They have the realm of fantasy on their side. They didn't have to say that.
I'm
What I love
pushing
about
up my
that is
nerd
that
glasses, and I'm sorry to do this, Gus, but it's science fiction.
The Star Trek fandom is the kind of fandom that would keep an eye out for exactly when the teleporters were used and make a different Wikipedia page for each character that exists between uses of the teleporter, because they're technically different characters.
Can we just get a functioning bus system, please?
It's kind of a ship of Theseus, though, right? Like,
No, it's not a ship of Theseus because it's not gradual. It's just if you smashed the ship into splinters and then built a second ship to look exactly like a photo of it.
It's so scary.
no,
Okay, so-
but, if you want to get really existential with me for a second, takes us into some of the stuff we explored in our Severance episode too, Gus, is how much of you is your memories? If your memories are all completely perfectly transferred over to this new version, then isn't it still you?
I'm not going to gamble on the existence of a soul within my memories, Addison. I'm going to take the fucking bus, even if it's late.
Can we just get a high-speed train system?
Can we just talk about the fact that in this video where we're memeing on Distressing Memes, we have had Gus in a frantic voice saying, "I'm not going to gamble on the existence of a soul within my memories, Addison."
That's what
I love
that's
this
what
channel.
Distressing Memes. No, that's what this Distressing Memes is all about. It's just a thing that, it makes you ponder the big questions and the
the
small
big
questions.
questions, true.
The questions that are so small, they got under your doorway and they're slowly coming towards your mouth in your sleep.
By the way, if you want more things that will make you ponder the big questions, you should check out the bloody disgusting audio drama Mayfair Watcher Society, which we're all writers for, and Addison's done a voice for it on an episode that Meg wrote. You should go and check it out. We wrote a bunch of episodes of it, and if you look through and look in the descriptions, you'll find the ones that all of us and Meg wrote.
Yeah.
You can give them a listen. I fully recommend them.
Also, Mayfair Watcher Society might interest those of you interested in distressing internet content because a certain Trevor Henderson is the creature designer for it.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
it's true. Trevor Siren Head Cartoon Cat Henderson. You should definitely
I'm
check
sure
it out.
he'd love that.
Or if you're feeling really rattled by this and you want something to take your mind off of it afterwards, go check out the other show we're all working on at the moment that Meg is the showrunner of, The Kingmaker Histories. It's a really
Yeah.
fun steampunk fantasy that, other than one or two episodes, won't fill you with mortal terror
Although I
that
will
leaves
say,
you a shaking wreck.
you know who probably would love Distressing Memes? Ariadne.
It's true, Ariadne, the
Yes.
evil flesh witch that
She would
Addison plays.
she would just
in
think
The
they're
Kingmaker
all
Histories.
extremely funny.
It's true. She would have a sensible chuckle at all of them.
Ariadne Culver is the type of person to add another demon core to somebody's prison.
Well, I'm imagining her making her own meme, and it's like that creature, that picture from Madagascar. It's like his face when I rip out his rib bones. Like,
And turn them into a hat that I
Yeah.
make him wear. But, check out Mayfair Watch Society. Check out the
Me when I
Kingmaker
fucking
Histories.
get you and wear you.
Yeah. God. Oh, and I've discovered that there's a weird number of people who have transformation kinks in our audience, and they would also be big fans of Ariadne because she both turns people into weird, awful abominations, and she can shapeshift. She's an awesome villain.
and she,
Krabby Patty Creature Feature has revealed some
Yeah.
unknown before things.
Okay,
Yeah.
so is everyone ready for the next one? This one
Let's do it.
legitimately made me feel like kind of melancholy and nostalgic, and I think it will do the same for you, because I think this is an almost universal childhood experience.
Oh, I'm here to I didn't know I was signing on for an emotion.
Put this in the nightmare.
It's another SpongeBob.
Oh my
of
god,
course, as
literally
well.
me.
Oh, yep, this kind of feeling.
You know
is
what's
just
funny
like,
is
well, that's it.
It's literally, this one isn't even a distressing meme to me. This is just an extremely accurate meme about a nearly universal childhood experience.
It's true. It's true.
You know what's kind of fucked up is that, like, I feel like this doesn't really ever end, you know? Like, I'll still have
it's
thoughts
true.
nowadays
I
of
do
like,
it
oh, wow.
all the time.
What if this person just is dead today?
Yeah.
And I don't know it yet?
Oh, I get so scared.
This is how you know
yeah.
you have anxiety.
No, it's true. And, like, and then, you know, then my brain will be like, oh, well, you know, they can't be dead if you're, like, thinking about it. Like, you know, obviously you're jumping to, you know, conclusions, but, like, okay, but what if they are?
You might have OCD, Gus.
I was gonna say, not to bring down the mood, but I'm like, another being a child with undiagnosed OCD thing is when you have that meme moment, but it's extra because you didn't say the specific thing you always say to your parents when they leave the house, and then you didn't say it this time, and now because you didn't say it, then they're gonna die. Anyway.
You have instead summoned the man from the hills.
Yeah, fuck.
And bad things are gonna happen.
That's always how it is. It's just like you didn't do some little thing, and as a result, they're gonna die. And you're like, oh, the last thing I ever associated with this person was like a weird small mistake.
God, awful. Okay, see,
Anyway.
it is pretty distressing when you get down to brass tacks. Okay, next, I have one that I think is the perfect representation for how it feels to create content on YouTube.
Oh no.
Oh, let's go. I'm about ready to get unzipped.
Oh god, it's this one.
Oh. Okay. I'll upload another video.
Yeah.
Or I'll do it.
We brought SpongeBob boys back. What more do you want?
God damn you all! The Centaur World analysis is coming, okay? Okay! It's gonna happen!
I like how supportive these people are, though. Their blurry faces are a little scary, but they're supporters of the arts.
They love your
Yeah.
music. The question is just, will they ever let you leave?
Joke's on them, I actually love attention.
Oh, so what is
Have
this
a
one?
look. Another Squidward one.
You were a respected scientist who made an uncanny discovery in the Siberian permafrost. You tried to warn them, but no one listened. As the rumbling footsteps creep closer and closer, you can't help but laugh.
Jeez!
Addison's little at the end made that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real, this one also didn't really scare me. It just kind of makes me giggle.
What I love about it is the like the fact that the scientist is like cool with this.
Yeah.
Well, he tried to warn them and they didn't listen, so he's like, all right, this is what you get.
He's preparing for the world's greatest I told you so.
Exactly.
It's just like if, like, you know, in John Carpenter's The Thing, you cut back to, like, you know, one person who could have seen it coming and they're just like doing a little victory dance, like, yeah,
Fortnite
knew
dancing. I have another
Scared,
Squidward one
have
now.
sex.
This will make Gus feel very emotional because of his Castlevania opinions. And it's another
Oh.
Squidward one.
That's a wild
Oh, boy.
setup.
Here we go.
It's another video that uses that play.
This one just made me feel emotional. This reminds me of, this is about to be a wild, any of my True Blood heads out there? Because, no, there's a character in True Blood who's, like, one of the oldest vampires. His name is Godric, and spoilers for a show that ended, like, 10 years ago. But he, for like an early season of a show that ended like 10 years ago, and he's a vampire. He's lived a really long life, and he's like done a lot of fucked up shit over the years, and he's like turned a lot of people, but he's, you know, over the time, that thousands of years, gone through that kind of existential reckoning, and he's really like decided he doesn't want to be, you know, what he is anymore, and he's done all these things, and he, in a moment that, one of the few moments of that show that made me cry, instead of just either making me feel a little horny or a little scared or a little bit just like, why is this show like this? He and the protagonist, and Suki, she joins him as he stands on a rooftop and just for the first time in thousands of years watches the sunrise, knowing he's going to die. And he's like, basically has this very existential conversation with her where he's like, do you believe in God? Do you think he'll forgive me?
That is a fun alternative to feeling scorny about something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer Scaroused.
Scaroused. Love it.
That's fair. Yeah.
So this next one is a video that I will need to sync you up for you to watch.
Okay.
And it has a sound element as well. So people will be enjoying this at home as well.
Step 1. Wake up at 8 in the morning.
Okay.
Step 2. Feel the sun's warmth emanating from the window. Step 3. Go into the living room to see your loving wife and children.
Oh.
Seems normal.
Yeah, normal things
Step
are
four.
happening.
Where are my wife and children? Step 5. Realize that you haven't been in this house since you were a child.
my god.
Oh,
Step 6.
fucking hell.
Smell the air. The horrid sulfuric stench of rotten flesh and brimstone pierces your nose
Normal
like a
house,
rusty
normal house.
knife
Oh my
in a
God.
Normal
inferno.
house with my family that I
Where's
love,
your
and they are
family?
totally not
As you
fake.
get back here, you close your eyes and cower. The air runs cold. You sense a presence with you. A presence like no other.
Actually, I'm
One that
alone.
the
I don't have a
likes of
family.
death
There's no
himself
one
would
here.
cower
No one
from.
here in this normal house.
Your eyes flutter open. You can almost make out someone, something, standing in the doorway. Its voice calls out to you.
Stop.
The
Stop
sound
it.
jars your head.
Stop that.
I don't want to be here.
No, Jesus Christ.
The room is dead silent, yet your thoughts are deafening.
Oh.
It's cold. You're scared.
I am scared.
Step 7.
You're right.
Heed the siren's call. Step 8. Heed the siren's call.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Step 9.
No.
Step 10.
And truly fuck that.
I am distressed.
Oh, it's not over.
It's still going?
The Gone Home incident.
Wow. The more you know about...
Okay, so like
Stuff.
truly and madly deeply fuck that.
And
Yeah,
once
that's-
again, if you don't want that to happen to you, you have to like and you have to comment, including hashtag I am immune or for realsies, not for fakesies. It will come for you.
Henry, the way you said that, I was just thinking, like, has this ever happened to you?
Have you ever heeded the siren's call? You
And then just
should.
that whole video plays and then just sucks, don't it? And then it ends.
Call 666, heed the siren's call for more
Ugh,
information.
awful. If you met, I will say as well, if you just want the monsters to claim you and show you're a true badass, if you made it this far in, heed the siren's call into your comment, and let's see how many people who haven't gotten this far we can freak out with that.
Let's
Is it
see
ready
how
for
many
the
people
next
will
one?
heed the siren's call.
Yeah, how many people heed the siren's call, 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 heed the siren's call. Alright.
Just Monica, just Monica. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay, so this is another one where I think what it doesn't say is so eerie.
All right, here we go.
So Wojak.
Ooh, okay.
23-year-old hiker. Oh,
Oh, this is one of my
still
most...
missing.
I am obsessed with these.
Went missing despite extremely prepared and experienced.
Still missing. His
Search
clothes
for
found
him.
neatly folded on top of a boulder in 2016.
Search for him called after 2 days due to extreme weather.
For realsies? This scares me so bad because you guys know this, right? Like how many people go missing in national parks? Because it's a lot.
And that great picture where they
Yeah.
overlaid it above, like, cave networks.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Yep.
getting the descented.
Yeah. Well, like, obviously there are lots of, non-creepypasta reasons why that happens too, but in general, it all just very much freaks me out. This is not exactly the same, but I'm like, that just gave me the same feelings in my stomach as when I first read all about the Dyatlov Pass incident.
No, it's fucking scary.
Which we still sort of... They've technically cracked the Dyatlov Pass incident, but they also kind of haven't. They've explained what happened weather-wise, but there's some behavioral shit that there still is no real accounting for, and I don't think we'll ever have real answers, and it really upsets me. Anyway.
If it makes you feel any better, there
Yeah.
have been some things of, like, getting to a certain level of coldness can induce like psychosis.
No, I know, and
which could account
paradoxical
for some of the
undressing.
weirdness.
But
yeah, exactly. So who knows, really?
Anyway.
Who fucking knows? Just don't go to that bit of mountain.
this became an actual distressing, not even distressing meme, just a distressing thought because Addison started thinking about the Dyatlov Pass incident again.
I am now Googling the Dyatlov Pass incident. Why?
Oh, it'll make you so sad,
Why?
Gus. Don't do that right now. It'll make you so sad.
Gus discovers the DLF Pass. What were you going to say, Addison?
I was going to say, this is going to sound like a scary thing, but it is also important to know. If you're in an area of the country where mountain lions are really prevalent, if you see them, that's good. If you don't see them, that might mean like they will occasionally stalk people. That's all I'm saying.
I saw a terrifying video yesterday of like an elk hunter having a cougar stalk towards him, and the dude has a handgun in his hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, for a while, right? For like a long
and the thing is,
time.
he has a handgun in his hand, and he fires it off a few times. Obviously, not trying to hit the cougar.
No, just to scare it.
He does this a couple times. The bullets like hit on the ground near it, and it just doesn't deter the cougar.
Keeps walking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen this one.
Mountain lions aren't nothing to fuck
horrible.
with. And
Yeah, I wouldn't fuck
also,
with them.
for the love of God, if you are going camping, keep your food sealed up tight, airtight if you can. Because if bears can smell it, they'll come and take your snacks. And that's fine. If a bear is taking your food, one, you should let the bear take your food. Two, but two, if you then come out and the bear sees you and gets startled or, God forbid, has babies nearby or any of that, then shit gets bad really
Or
fast.
is about to go into hibernation.
Anyway, that's all of the outdoorsy wisdom that I have from being someone who doesn't like camping but is from a very rural part of the country.
So the takeaway from this is never go outside.
No.
Stay in buildings at all times and never leave.
If you stay in the building, that's when all the
never-
Tor hackers and entities come for you. Anyway, I have a video again, and this is
The
some of the
entities
last
want you to stay
few-
inside. Uh-huh.
It's true. I have some of the last few. This is
Okay.
another one where we'll sync up. And this is another, like, this is the kind of stuff that you see. Again, honestly, some of the stuff that is, like, real fucked up that would have, like, made this a genuinely not fun time, I just haven't included. So again, just beware if you're going to go on r/DistressingMemes, okay? Like, it gets pretty bad, and if you're looking at this and thinking it's not that bad, believe me, all three of us have at certain points thought the same thing.
It can get so much
I have seen
worse.
things on there that like really did like upset me on like a non
Yeah, things that just like ruin your day.
Oh, I've seen this. Fuck.
Oh, what's gonna happen?
It's true. Also,
Yeah.
just in general, I'm like, this is bad. I'm supposed to be upset by this one, but I'm just kind of like, all right, well, watch better actors.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah.
Because I know plenty of actors
think-
that have done the work to know what that looks like. Anyway.
Watch better actors rather
Yeah.
than lively.
Yeah.
It's just like this one's almost just too educational to be frightening.
Yeah. So I have two more, and the thing is, neither of them are that bad, but I thought after some of what we've seen and discussed today, we want to just sort of ease ourselves out a little
It's the
bit.
cool down, right?
Yeah, you got to have some aftercare after
Fair.
something like this.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Oh, my favorite guy is here.
That's stupid, but I
I love
kind
how
of love
that's
it.
both
Like,
stupid and funny. Like, and
It's
scary.
kind of ingenious,
Yeah.
is the thing.
like,
it's
like-
an amazing premise. It's like legitimately like kind of like interesting.
and then the next day it's 67 and it keeps going down.
yeah. I like that. I like
What is
that.
worse,
That's cool.
this would
That's
fully
cool.
happen in a movie where the main character is Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, yeah, it would.
Oh my god! And the movie's called
OC,
Nice.
do not steal. I'm going to write this movie. Daniel Radcliffe, slide into my DMs. We're going to make a movie together,
Yeah.
baby.
Please, Daniel.
It's gonna be better than Guns Akimbo. We
I
can
mean, that's a
guarantee
low
that.
bar to clear, my friend, but
And we have immediately just blown our chances with Daniel. God damn it. Okay.
I don't think Daniel is especially proud of that movie either, not to put words in his mouth, but
Who could be? Okay, so, next one. Little one for my SCP fans in the audience.
gimme.
Let's Do it. Hello.
No. Well, now here's the thing. You don't have to make the toys. It's just if you don't make the toys, you become the toys.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Or maybe you'll get
Oh,
lucky
this
and he'll
is-
just devour you.
Yeah, there's that one too. I think it's extremely funny that they also used a Doge on the fucking Yule Man too.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah. Oh my
That one's
God.
delightful, thank you.
That's
I shouldn't say delightful, but it made me laugh
that
a
is
lot.
fun.
I have one final one for you. I figured we'd end on a Squidward.
This is the way the
Gotta
world
end on a
ends, not with a
Squidward.
bang, but with a
Bang, but with
Squidward.
a Squidward.
But with a Squidward.
I hate how well that tracks. God damn it. God.
Have you heard the good word? The good Squidward?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I've seen this
than
one.
you think, SpongeBob.
Longer than you
think.
Oh
Henry,
my
that's really
God.
funny.
Yeah.
I wish I could do any SpongeBob impressions aside from my sort of half-assed SpongeBob laugh.
The thing is, I can't do SpongeBob impressions. I just held my nose to sound vaguely like Squidward.
I thought it was pretty good, Henry.
Gus is like weirdly gifted at SpongeBob impressions.
Um,
Watch SpongeBob Boys to hear more of them. But yeah, that was Distressing Memes, a sampling platter. There's much more,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, no, and again, we cannot emphasize enough that you will have times where you're scrolling through that subreddit and you'll be like, "Oh, I'm having fun. I'm having a good time. These are silly and challenging, and some of them are existentially terrifying." And then you'll scroll past the one that you'll wish you
Yep.
had never seen in all your years.
I was gonna say, there's a few that you scroll and then you hit that like breaking point where you're like, and now I will go look at awe and look at some animals being cute.
It's time to just forget. It's time to just pretend the last 10 minutes of my life
It's brain
didn't
bleach
happen.
time, baby. Time to look at some
it's
cute
one of
animals.
those things that like
Get it out of there.
it's like how there are certain foods that are fucking delicious, but literally like at a certain point, one bite is the difference between that was a lovely meal and I'm gonna fucking die. That's kebabs for me.
There are things in life where you end up crossing the event horizon, and much like the movie Event Horizon, it just horror waits on the other side.
Very fucking true.
And just like Event Horizon, where we're going, we don't need eyes.